Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Kasi Anuforo, is suing a business associate for the sum of 700,000 naira that he misappropriated. The defendant, Olaoti Sheyi, claims that the money was handy when his landlord wanted to eject his family over unpaid rent.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Kosi Anuforo and Olaoti Sheyi, parties sworn on oath.
Thanks, Akin.
You're welcome.
Kofi Anuforo, you brought Olaoti Sheyi to court. Can you narrate to me what's going on here?
Okay. Good day, Your Honor, ma'am. My name is Kasi. I'm into fabric trading and print. I grew up in the same neighborhood with Sheyi before I traveled to South Africa. I've been there for like 10 years. I got back 2019 to establish my business here in Nigeria. My studio is located at Egbeda, very, very close to where Sheyi does. He sells his recharge card and his VTU business. Sheyi came to my studio. That was early when I started my business, and he begged me to help him get a job that was going to pay him, because the recharge card business he was doing was not really earning him enough. And as at then, the only thing I could tell him was to get me clients, and for every client he got from me, I was going to pay him. Now, this wasn't a salary kind of job. It was for every client he got, he was going to get paid. And since then, he has been getting clients for me, and we've not had any quarrels since then. But there's this particular client he brought for me. Her name is Mrs. Tonia. She called me on the first Sunday of February. She told me that she got my number from Sheyi and that she wanted to do a commercial photo shoot for her brand. So we fixed an appointment the following week. She got to my studio and told me the same thing we discussed on phone. Then I told her for the kind of shoot she was looking for, it was going to cost her 1.2 million because she wanted something very professional. So I told her, at the end of the day, we arrived at 1 million naira because she said that was what she could afford at that time. So I told her that we're going to need location manager, we're going to need decorator, which was going to cost 300,000 naira. We're going to need a makeup artist and fabric, because she said she wanted to use fabric for the photo shoots. And she also wanted me to help her get the fabric. And she wanted the same fabric which was going to wear to be used for the background of the photo shoot. So I told her for the fabric, cotton sewing, and then the makeup artist, it was going to cost 300,000 naira. And then my workmanship was 400,000 naira. Now, at the end of the day, she gave me 500,000 naira cash, through which I gave Sheyi 200,000 naira to sort out for the location manager and the decorator, while I held on to 300,000 naira for the other arrangements. The third week, she called me on phone. Then he was still in my studio. She called me on phone and said that she might be traveling. So she wanted to transfer the balance, which is 500,000 naira, of the job she wanted to do. So I told, as of then, my account was having issues. So I told Sheyi, since he was in my studio, I told him to give me his account number so that she could forward the money to him, which he did. So I sent it to her, and she sent me a message as confirming that she had already sent the money to the account.
That same day?
That same day. Now, at the end of the day, before she confirmed it, she had already left the studio because one of his customers called him to buy a recharge card. So after she sent the money and the confirmation message, I called Sheyi on phone and to confirm from him if he had seen any alert. And he said yes, he had seen the alert on his phone. But ever since then, calling him on phone getting him on phone was a problem. Each time I called him on phone, it's either he doesn't pick, or when he finally picks up the call, he keeps telling me stories
How long
here
ago?
and there. Now, this happened like towards the middle of March.
Okay.
I've been calling him on phone. Till date, he keeps telling me stories here and there, and she has been on my neck. In fact, right now, she's telling me that she doesn't want to do the photo shoot anymore, that she wants a refund. Because when she calls me, I keep telling her, I just don't know what to do anymore, because the more he keeps telling me stories, the more I don't know what to tell. I just don't know what to do at this minute. It's on my neck.
So, Shay, what happened?
Good day, ma. Truly, all what she said is true, but we've been having business together. We don't have issue. But that period, I have an issue with my landlord because of my house rent. So then, because last year, I have a 2 years house rent left that I've not paid. So last year, because of the COVID-19, so my landlord did not disturb me again. So towards that December to this year, so this particular January of this year, my landlord have to throw my luggages out. And there's nothing I can do. There's nowhere to get money. Is it from this recharge card I'm selling? And I have...
So, from where have you been paying for your rent before then?
Yeah, I've been...
Where were you getting the money from?
Yeah, I'm working in a company before some issues came up there. So they have to stop some people. So I was among them.
So when we were stopped, you realized you could not maintain your rent at that stage any longer?
Yes, I know, but...
I'm asking a question. You realized that?
Yes, ma.
And you still stayed back there. You didn't consider the fact that you had to look for a cheaper apartment?
No, ma. Yeah.
Instead of running a very high bill.
Hope that at the end of the year, I will pay him the house rent.
Instead of you to wait till the end of the year, you decided to take the criminal lane. That's what you did. So why will you put yourself in a spot such that you end up doing that? Because what you've just said now, you've not denied the fact that you collected the money.
Yes, ma'am.
On her behalf, not meant for you.
Yes.
The money was just paid into your account for you to hand over to her. But instead, you sat on the money.
Ma, though I've been thinking, because since when I was stopped at the work I'm doing before, then I met her. So from the small money I'm seeing from the percent I'm seeing from her.
Business
so
you've been doing together.
Yes, ma. So I think I will be able to raise some money to pay my landlord and move away from the house. But unfortunately, during that corona period, there was no job.
Unfortunately, you even decided to close that source of income.
Ma,
that's what you just did. You were not putting on your thinking cap when you did that.
During that period when they sacked us, we were not paid anything. And
supposing that money was not in your account, what would have happened?
Well, there's nothing I can do, ma.
You would have survived.
Though, ma, actually, the reason why I did that was my family was outside, and I don't want my kids to stay far from me. So I was like, maybe if I use this money, then...
What you don't understand,
I will recover.
I don't understand. If you are in jail, you'll still be far away from your family. Do you have other people that you do similar business with, where you make some source of income to?
At all.
Nowhere. This is the only place.
Yes, ma'am.
And you think that's the best way to pay her? Innocent people trust you. She was innocent, she trusted you. And look at what you did. So how do you want to pay? I'm sure you know. You don't expect that you do that and she will come to court and you walk away with it and nothing will happen. Definitely. So, what's your response? I want to round up with this.
Well, right now I'm confused now. Because I don't know where I will raise this money.
You've rounded up. You have any other thing to say?
The plaintiff, Cassie, came back to Nigeria to establish a business and engaged a childhood friend who received a client's fund in his bank account. Sheyi misappropriated the client's fund and now he claims to be confused over how to raise the money to pay back. Judge Fumi is not taking excuses. She steps this matter down for the litigants to reach amicable settlement. Now they are back in court. After the break, Judge Fumi rules.
Cassie Anuforo, Olauti, Sheyi, the two of you, you've agreed
Yes, ma,
that he should.
Your Honor, ma, he said he's going to pay me 100,000 naira every month in 4 months. So he's going to pay 400,000 naira.
On monthly basis?
Yes.
Starting from when?
This month.
From this month. I noticed you considered to 400. The initial claim was for 500.
No, it was 700.
For 700. Yes. So you finally agreed on 400,000 naira. Okay. So that's correct. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the judgment on this case is judgment for the plaintiff for the sum of 400,000 naira. The defendant is to pay the plaintiff 100,000 naira on monthly basis by 30th day of May, June, and July 2021.
Yes.
Judgment for the plaintiff.
All right.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.